Hey guys, That's Letter Magic here. Just got home from working all day, very far away from home, and it's 12:30 at night, and I have to make a video. Thanks YouTube, thanks Wizards, thanks everybody. I'd like to thank the Academy for this wonderful award, and I don't know where I was going with that joke, because even I don't think it's funny at this point. I'm still on withdrawal from my allergy meds, so let's jump right into it. Challenger deck list. Oh boy. Good job naming it after a shuttle disaster. So we've got Hazoret Aggro, Red Rush. Everybody saw this one coming. I mean, like, literally everybody saw this one coming. Like, this was the most obvious deck to build. It's so simplistic. A lot of the cards are cheap, and they could dumb it down. Chandra Torch of Defiance. I don't know what the hell she's worth right now, but like a lot. Like, not as much as before, but a lot. Now, these are $29.99 MSRP, but people who would split them apart get them for about half that. So, wow. And then Hazoret's in it. So, wow. Pretty obvious to see what they did here. One Hazoret. I mean, you'd run more than that normally. One Chandra, you'd run more than that normally. Soulscar Mage, okay, cool. I mean, that's a pretty good card. It's probably under $2, but, that's what you run. It's got prowess. Then you got Bomad, of course. Not terribly expensive, but it is rare. Carry Zev, I mean, okay. I mean, it's damage. It's split damage. I mean, she basically has effective manual menace, kind of. I mean, it's a good card. Well, then we got Harsh Mentor. Very underappreciated card. Let's see. What does this actually do? I forgot. Let's see. Whenever an opponent activates an ability of an artifact creature land on the battlefield, if it isn't a mana ability, it deals 2 damage. Ooh, that's kind of situational. I don't think that's in the real list. But then again, there is no real list after they banned those 2 cards. Anyway, one Glorybringer, which I'm pretty sure you'd be running 2+ in a deck like this, but whatever. And that's some money. I mean, once again, not as high as it used to be, but that is some money for sure. Fanatical Firebrand. I mean, it's haste and it deals the damage. It's a quick 1/1. It wouldn't be my first choice. Then we got On Crop Crasher, the card that should have been banned. So 4 of those because it's an uncommon. And because it should have been banned. Then we got Shock. Duh. Lightning Strike. Duh. 2 Braids. I mean, this has got to be a $50, $60 deck. I mean, I don't have time right now to add them up. That'll be a different video, but that is a lot of damn money sitting there. Now, that said, you would definitely run 4 of these. Well, actually, if you're running 4/4, you probably wouldn't run 4 of these, but let me think. That's hard to say. I'd say I'd do 4 Braids, 2 Lightning Strikes. Anyway, 2 Magma Sprays. 2 damage to target creature and then exile it for 1. Usually that's in the sideboard, and oh look, it's in the sideboard. So, Sunscorched Desert, my god, I thought for a second it was Ramunap, which would have been hilarious. Nobody in their right mind would run 24 frickin' lands in here. They just didn't want to put another card in. They didn't want to put another Harsh, they didn't want to put another Carry. Well, Legendary, I mean, you wouldn't want to, you wouldn't want that happening. But wow, this is half the deck you need, like, money-wise. I mean, if you're going to run this, like, this would work, but you know that it's a crippled version of the real Red Rush deck. So, I mean, they even put Chandra's Defeat in the sideboard. Why? I mean, 5 damage to, red creature, that's kind of cool, a red planeswalker. All right, but really? And then 2 carries have his expertises. That's just odd. Key to the City. Why? I mean, for card draw in case what? They have early game control? 2 ain't gonna save ya. Sentinel Totem? What? Are they just throwing in random cards? I mean, okay, I get it, it's colorless, but what? This is, oh crap, they're stopping me, so let's do something late game, and then 2 more Magma Sprays for no apparent reason. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say it's gonna stop Zombie Flood. Token, anything, I don't know, whatever. Very strange there. Very, very, very unusual, unless I'm missing something, I don't know. But yeah, this is expensive and crippled, because, I mean, it's worth the money, for sure, even at retail, but very, very, very downgraded from the real version of this deck, and that seems to be the theme. So we've got Vehicle Rush, which, then, why couldn't this be called Red Rush? Oh my god, anyway. Let's see. Challenger deck. This was called Vehicle Rush. Cool. It's red, white, black, which is a bit odd. I would have went just red, white, but let's see what's black in here. A Bowman Courier. That's kind of cool. Toolcraft. Hell yeah. Scrap Heap. Hell yeah. PF. Sure. DePaula, of course. Veteran Motorist. Duh. And let's see. We got Unlicensed Disintegration. Lightning Strike. Okay. 4 Heart of Kieran's. Damn. I mean, I don't think that's quite as expensive as it used to be, but jeez. Going hard. Cultivator's Caravan, I'd put in more than one. Aether Sphere Harvester, only one. And that's where the money's at. I mean, these, well, Cultivator's not really, but Aether Sphere, they're a couple bucks. Sky Sovereign, whatever. It's got to be a couple bucks right there. Honestly, I don't see a whole lot of money in this one. I know like Bowmats aren't free and Toolcrafts aren't free and Scrap Heaps aren't free, but none of them are like $10 cards. DePaula's not too bad. Veteran, not really expensive. 4 Spire of Industries, though. I mean, that's not nothing. Got a Dragon Skull. That's kind of cool, actually. Inspiring, that's insane. I don't know. That card's been up and down so much. I don't know what it is now, but at one point it was 10 plus. Concealed freaking Courtyard, that is still a boatload of money right now. And 3 Aether Hubs. Okay, here's the money. I found the money. Once again, this has got to be a $40, $50 deck. I mean, just looking at it. I haven't checked card prices in a couple weeks, but damn, Unclaimed Territory even? Oh my god, Evolving Wilds, Plains, Mountain, Swamp. Cool. That's nuts. I don't even care what's in the sideboard, honestly. Oh, Harsh Mentor. Shoot. And another Harvester. Wait a minute. And Cast Out. Dang. They put some money in this. So, this is, I'd say traditional vehicles, but I thought the vehicle deck was still red-white. I mean, I say the vehicle deck as if anybody really still plays it, but it's whatever you want it to be, I guess. So what did they do? They went with unlicensed. And to an extent, Scrap Heap. And there is no other reason to have this be black. What were you thinking, Wizards? Did you just want to put a Concealed Courtyard in there for money? This is so stupid. Like, I'm not saying that's a bad card, but this is just so dumb. Just cut the 3rd color. You're not going to draw. There's one damn swamp in the frickin' thing. Oh my god. So next we've got, this pisses me off. This pisses me off so flippin' much, okay? Blue, white, Second Sun Control. The most toxic, unfriendly pile of garbage that you will see at F&M today. I can't believe they made this a thing, except I can because the deck costs peanuts. And it's just, a chimpanzee could learn to play this deck. It's just, oh, remove everything, stall everything, cast everything at the right time, and then win the game. Get to 7, win the game. I mean, it's just stupid. 26 lands, sure, makes sense. 4 frickin' irrigated farmlands. Are you kidding me? Field of Ruin, Ipnu, yeah, whatever, who cares? All right. So, 1 Kefnet the Mindful. So we're already off to the races with not how this deck is built. Approach of the Second Sun, cool. Fumigate, yeah. Wait, why is there only 3? You ain't gonna win the game with 3. That's not gonna happen. Fumigate, yeah, classic. It's pretty expensive. Settle the Wreckage, that is a lot of money right now. Opt-in Censor, that ain't no joke. Supreme Will, that's some money. Renewed Faith. Why? Just why? Why would... you're going to take more damage by just casting this on your turn. That's not what goes in this deck. And then there's only 1. That's not even a theme. That's just a hole in the deck that they filled with this. Glimpse, or Glimmer, whatever, that's some money. I mean, that's what goes in it, too. Farm to Market, yeah. I mean, that's a very underappreciated card. It's pretty good, especially the draw, too. That's really nice. Lets you go through your deck. Honestly, there should be more of those, too. Aether Meltdown... I don't like it. Cast Out, now that's a spell. Okay, there we go. So this is like the most not going to work, they're still going to kill you. Like, even if you added another approach, oh my gosh, there's not enough anything. There's not enough card draw, there's not enough scry, there's not enough control. The control is too slow, too ineffective, too individual, not enough board wipes. Just, this is a bad version of this deck. But you could take this and make the real one. So, whatever. Irrigated Farmland times 4, that's nuts, though. Like, I don't know what those are, but they got to be 250. I mean, bare minimum. What else we got? Yeah, that's... Oh, yeah, 2 more of those. Why not? Okay. And negate, that makes sense. Spell Pierce, that makes sense. Regal, no, why would that be in there? Kefnet the Mindful, another one, sure. I mean, that card's like $2. So this one, it's not amazingly expensive, and it's not good enough to really win with this. So I don't know what to say about it other than they should have banned Second Sun, and now that it's a product, they won't. They won't ban the card, they won't ban the deck, so I'm pissed. That deck should not be a deck. It's not like it wins that often, it's not like there's nothing that can beat it, it's just so unfriendly to play against. It is not fun to play against that or see it at FNM. They just sit there and undo everything you do, everything gets countered, everything gets destroyed, you don't even get to play Magic, and then, oh look, they won. I mean, I saw a guy drag out the second game like 30 minutes because he just could not top deck a approach. Or scry into it or draw into it. They were all on the bottom of his deck, and he only ran 3, which is apparently the new way to piss off your opponent. So anyway, next up we got Counter Surge. I didn't know what the hell that meant until I realized that they meant a different definition of counter. So it's black-green. I think not a lot of Revolt in here, which is disappointing. I had no idea that they thought this was a good deck, that anybody was playing this. But Winding Constrictor, okay. Like, you could just say it's a Winding Constrictor counters deck, throw literally anything else into it, and it's still a counters deck. So, Glint Sleeve, that's cool. That's actually some money. Scrap Heap, that's some money. One Walking Ballista, you know damn well it should have 4. It's just, what are they, like 16 apiece or something? I think they went down too. Everything went down. Rishkar, yeah. I mean, that's good. Dream Stealer, very underappreciated card. Love this. Has nothing, not one damn thing to do with this deck. But they threw it in because it's awesome. I mean, I guess it's the theme is stuff that comes back, maybe? I don't know. We got Gonti. I mean, once again, really nothing to do with the deck at all. Verdurus, there we go. Now we're talking counters. Long Tusk, okay, counters, but it's not an energy deck. So you're going to activate this maybe twice if you're lucky, because, I mean, where are you going to get it? Himself and Aether up? This is just stupid. Does anything else dick around with energy? Well, Glint Sleeve, but you're going to need that. Then we got Hour of Glory. Okay. One Fatal Push. Hey, Blossoming Defense to keep your stuff alive, especially the ones that can come back from the graveyard. That makes sense. And one Fatal Push for value, which is what the Hour of Glories probably should have been. You don't need Fatal Push if it's not a fast deck, and this is not a fast deck. So, that makes sense. Foul Orchard, those are quality. Heshep, alright, this is a pretty good card, and then that's it. Wow. I mean, 2 Walk the Planks? This has got to be the lowest one. There's just no value in this. I mean, Walking Ballista is a lot of money. Blossoming Defense is probably still $2. Fatal's like 6 or something, I think. Scrap Heap's probably like $2. Glint is like 2 or 3. I mean, it adds up. I guess Long Tusk, I mean, he had to have been devalued. But the 3 Verdurus, that's probably worth a bit too. I don't know. It's just, I'm going to have to add these up in a separate video, like I said. But aside from the value, it's like, would this win? No. It's so all over the place. Like, oh, energy and counters kind of, but not energy and not counters. This is just a dumpster fire. I don't even care what's in the sideboard. So that's the 4th one. Even if people are like, yes, I want this one. Ooh, Hazaret, I love you so much. Great. The vendor's going to sell out. Whoever it is going to sell out. So, yep. Because guess what? You have to buy these in packs of 4. Or I believe it's 8, actually. But you have to buy them like 4 at a time, basically, is what I'm saying. So you can't just say, oh, we need 15 of these and 5 of the rest. No. For every Hazaret, you get one of these, one of these, one of these. Now, see, that's a problem because it's the same problem with Commander. That's why they shrunk it from 5 decks down to 4. Because you're going to get stuck with so many that it doesn't matter that people are overpaying for this one right here. I think this one's the easiest to play. It's the most popular strategy right now. It's the easiest to upgrade, and it's the most functional right out of the box, and it probably has the highest value. So, do I think these should exist? I mean, if somebody's just like, I want a competitive, fully legal deck that's not some watered-down crap like the Welcome deck or the Planeswalker deck, the dual decks aren't fully legal, what are you left with other than go on a forum and find some second-rate deck? Or, you know, net deck and drop $300 on a deck, which, you know, new people don't do that. So, I mean, I get it. Like, it's a product that people can just, like, buy it, sit down, play. and then they can learn to see what works, what doesn't, swap it out, trade some cards, win some packs, trade those for other cards, and optimize the deck. And like, that's cool, but on the other hand, they're selling net decks to people, and they're devaluing every damn card in here. Every single card that you see on all 4 of these lists is now devalued, so that's not good, especially if like everybody wants to Hazoret one, which is what I would suspect, just with my initial glance at this. It's going to really devalue the cards in here and here and here. Like Verdurus, Kefnet, they're all just going down the toilet because there's 3 Verdurus in every one of these. They're basically printing singles. Remember that. They're not printing, Kaladesh or Aether Revolt. They're printing literally Verdurus Gearhulks and Long Tusks. You guys, to like mathematically say what that does to the singles market and supply, words cannot even describe it. Like, no matter what I would do, I wouldn't do it justice, whatever I say about it. So I'm gonna pretend these don't exist and go to bed. So that's my official verdict, is sleep. But I just don't like them. Like, I get it, and it might bring people into the game, lets people be lazy, or if they're new to the game, they could just have a competitive deck for a reasonable price. Just buy it, sleeve it, sit down, go. And that's cool. I like bringing people into the game. I like giving them a moderately powerful deck. But the thing is, usually a friend is teaching you how, and usually they just give you one of their standard decks or borrow it or whatever, lend it for F&M. So why would you need this? I mean, it's not going to do anything good to the singles market, that's for sure. And that's my number one concern about this. So what do you guys think? Looking at them, would you buy them? Would you buy them just to modify them? Would you recommend them to a new person to play with? I mean, I almost would. That's the thing. If I was teaching somebody how to play and I didn't have a spare deck, which when would that ever happen? I'd say, yeah, just pick up this one. You'd like this one. This fits your playstyle and personality. Pick it up, $30 flat, boom. Just kidding. I'll just order it from my vendor and then sell it to him for cheaper. Except not really, because then I get stuck with the other 3. Yay. And I don't think anybody's dropping 120 on all 4. That would just be unusual. That would actually be really unusual considering you got to upgrade them right out of the box. But they do look playable to an extent. It's just they assured everybody that these would be good, but then they had to cripple them so that there's not $100 worth of singles in them, or they wouldn't even get to the hands of the new players. People would just rip them apart for value and then sell off the cards until they're devalued to hell, which is still going to happen to an extent, but they did water this down. So I'd say probably every deck is like $40 to $50 in singles. So people are like, oh, what a great value. But keep in mind, people like Card Kingdom, they're going to open up, 10,000 of them or whatever, I don't know, and sell off all the singles because they're getting them for $15 a piece or less. So nothing good can come from that. They could make these WPN only or only store allocations or some kind of weird thing like from the vault where you tend to not see it on the secondary market, but I think they designed these not as a marketing thing and as a leader where people will buy them and play the game. I think they bought them, or they designed them to make money. Just straight up, here's what people want, they'll buy this, let's rake in some more money. That's my theory. So I could be wrong, though. I could see the other side of that, too. So what do you think of this whole shebang, and what do you think about the cards they chose? I'm not surprised at all that at least 2 of these. And I'm not that surprised at the other 2, because I've seen them be played. They are an archetype. They're powerful. And I don't know. I guess it makes sense. So I will see you guys in the next video.